Afternoon world, Hippy Trev here. Another beautiful day up here in paradise. Roll the intro. Hi, Hippy Trev here and welcome to my channel. Hope you get something out of it. Righto, well, it's another beautiful day up here in paradise and I'm still in the bus fucking around with this Black Shadow, Vincent 1950s Black Shadow model, and I can tell you it's been a fucking nightmare. A couple of years ago when I was riding into these models, and I stopped for 2 years after I got back from WA and losing brother Pete, I got back and my heart wasn't in it anymore. And I'd finished off all the kits I'd had bar the one, which was the blown Monaro kit from Dex from WA, and mate, I don't even know how I'm going to go with that. And I thought I want to get back into it, so decided to get back into it. So I went back and just fixed up a couple of the bikes. Like I had a Honda 754 that fell off the shelf and broke, so I glued it all back together and was pretty happy with the end result with that. And then out of the blue from Wazza, thank you Wazza, the Vincent Black Shadow model showed up. I'd actually looked at this kit previously myself and sort of scrolled straight past it. So yeah, that's the Vincent kit. It's a, I need my glasses, God I'm terrible about that, and that's the other thing, everything was built at so this is a 1/12 scale, which is very small. I don't know whether it's my glues, partly my eyesight, having to do everything under the magnifying glass. Every time I try to put something on this model, it either just fall off. I spent a lot of time cleaning the parts. I de-chrome a lot of parts and they wouldn't go back together properly. I filed off all the chrome on the back, as someone mentioned, and I do know that you got to take the chrome off the back of any of the chrome parts if you want to attach them to something or something else. And I just broke so many pieces of this fucking thing. I don't even know how I can even get the handlebars back on or rig something up. But this is probably one of the worst models that I've ever built, and I'm not blaming the kit for this. I'm blaming me for this. But at the same time, the kit was horrific. Well beyond a beginner's kit. This is for a highly experienced model builder, which I am not. I don't do too bad. I mean, these are some of my models from, you know, a couple of years ago that I built. Every one of those up there, trucks, probably can't see because of the light. I'll tilt it back a bit, up even higher. And though I wasn't the greatest model builder in the world, I actually, you know, I did okay, and I was enjoying it. That's why I lashed out and bought paints and pens and brushes, and people sent me things like tweezers and really nice clippers and stuff, and I just went fucking full on. I think I probably built 50 odd kits or something in that short time frame that I did, right up until I left for Western Australia. I was still building at that time. So yeah, I rebuilt the 754 model, and this fucking Vincent come along, and oh my god, I've never been so frustrated building a model in my life. I don't know how many weeks, a week or so we're into this model. It's looking like total crap. I've done the best I could. I glue parts on, they'd fall off. It was just terrible. My paint's gone everywhere. Where the headlight's supposed to mount up here, that bracket's missing, so the headlight won't mount on. Where the handlebar, so the headlight won't mount on because that one bracket's missing. I might be able to rig something up. The part where the handlebars are supposed to go on, that's completely missing altogether. It's one of the ugliest looking models I've ever put together so far. And I'm still on my off. I'm missing one of the carbies. That's one of the carbies there. It did have two carbies, and when I put it in the box last week and boxed it away thinking I wasn't going to touch it again, waiting on this new model to show up, somewhere in the procedure, I lost the second carbie out of it. So I'm still a fair way off finishing. There's a lot of parts that won't be actually making it to this model. There's just no way I can get them on. They're too flimsy. So many things broke. Like this mount here that broke multiple times, and I've had multiple glues go over it. You can just see everywhere I look, it's just fucking glue stains everywhere, fingerprints everywhere, paint misaligned everywhere. I'm actually surprised I managed to get this far. And was a mate, when you said do the model justice, well, I did far from doing the model fucking justice. And also, I found the destruction sheet absolutely terrible. Now, a good modeler does not blame his tools, but some of the destruction sheets here, they are completely unclear. in a couple of sections. Where are we? Where was I? They were completely unclear of where things go. Now, I must admit, I'm completely out of practice building models. I said it's been 2 years. I got back from Pete's and I put one model together. I can't remember what that was, and I just rushed that together just to get something out. I think it was one of the last of the models I had left. I've been meaning to do the Dex Blown Monaro model. I've now got the rubber duck truck there, which I'm not going to touch either because I just don't want to make a mess of it. And that model's worth $600 in the box, untouched. Also, everything that came off the trees on this model had to be trimmed. I had to get out my good quality knife and trim everything off, and things had to be filed. And I said, I don't mean to be blaming the kit. My eyesight was a big deal. Also, my fingers so big, and I just struggled so badly with this model. And I'm still not finished yet. So this is part 3. There may be a part 4, or it may end up in the fucking bin still. But oh my God, talk about frustrated. Like, I glue parts together. I wait time, like these exhaust pipes. I glued them together. I wait a couple of hours. I go to pick them up and paint them, and they just fell apart. So even now, they don't feel that sturdy. I don't know whether it's the glue that is 2 years old. Like this one's coming apart again. I've glued that. And what happens when you start multiple gluing things, you just end up with nothing but fucking mess. And that's basically what half the model is, just a mess. So I glue that together, let it sit for quite a few hours, go to pick it up and paint it, and it just fall in half again. Like, what the fuck's going on with my glue? So whether I was using the old glue, which I have been using, this glue's over 2 years old, but that shouldn't make any difference in a sealed container. So at the end of the day, yeah, the Vincent Black Shadow model has been nothing but a nightmare, and I keep going back to it, and I keep going back to it. You know, I've got to fucking finish this model, even if it's incomplete. Like, you know, I'm going to have no front guard on it. I'd be lucky to have handlebars. I may get the light attached to it, and I don't even know if I can even get the speedo attached to it. And I've still got the fuel tank and the seat to go, and foot pegs and stuff, and I just really don't know how it's going to go. So anyway, that's where I'm on this model. But when I boxed it, what I was hoping, I've been waiting for this one in the mail. I've been waiting for this to show up in the mail, and this is a 1/8 scale, so that's a 1/12. This is a 1/8 scale. It was $65 delivered. It's funny, I saw the same model advertised for $130 somewhere, and I went through and found the cheapest one. So yeah, this was $65 delivered, and look at the size of the parts. Surely I can't fuck this up. Well, let's say mostly 90% chrome, so all the backs and everything will have to be filed down to get all the chrome off. But look at that. Look at the size. So that's the motor. Look at the size of the wheels. Look at the size of the wheels on that compared to the size of the wheels on that. Right. So I'm be working at a much larger scale, which means I probably won't need the magnifying glass as much. Not a lot of parts to this model. It's a Revell. I don't know. I'll have to have a look on the build date as far as what year this is. That's all the painting that has to be done. Not much at all. There's one piece of glass floating around in there, so I'm not going to open the bag. Hopefully nothing's missing. All big, fucking chunky stuff. Not bad for $65. And let's have a look at the build sheet. Oh, there we go. There's the decals. Whether I can get them on properly or not, that'll be a testing in itself. And looks like some sort of supplement here. Warning, not suitable children under 3 years of age, choking parts, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, that's nothing. That's pretty easy, straightforward instructions. And also with the Revell, this one, at least with this one, they give you a list of every part and part number. So I'm actually really looking forward to doing this one. Hopefully I can do it some justice, but like I said, just look at the size of that. Look at the size of the tyres on that. They're huge. And this is what I've been working with. I should not have started on this model until getting a bit more practice on something like this. So anyway, worlds, I'm actually looking forward to doing this model. I heard some bad reports Someone's saying the chroming was all fucked. I thought I was going to have to de-chrome everything, but I'm not going to. All I have to do is file the back of it off. I'm looking forward to doing this model. Surely I can't fuck this one up as badly as I fucked up the poor old Vincent. So wasn't, mate? When you said doing it justice, well, I can tell you right now, your Vincent model, I have definitely not done it justice, and I'm going to put it up as, I'm going to show you exactly what a fuck-up job I've done of it. You know, I don't mind admitting to my mistakes. I mean, I keep going at it, I keep trying. You know, anyone who builds models, who's got some sort of skill level, will just take one look at this and think, what a fucking joke, mate. Put away your glues, put away your paints, and put away all your tools. Don't ever touch another model again. And I fully get it, because look, this looks fucking terrible. I'm ashamed of it. But this is the best I could do under a magnifying glass with my eyesight. And I don't know whether the glues were wrong, but also such fragile parts. Some of the parts literally broke as I was cutting them out of the trees. I don't know if I can show you on any of these here. They're mostly chunky parts left. But yeah, parts like this, like really fragile. You clip it out of there and you clip it out of there, and then all of a sudden it fucking snaps right in the middle. I don't know whether age has got something to do with it, but yeah, quite a few of the parts literally snapped as I clipped them out of there, which was really disappointing. And like I said, I've lost a carby somewhere in the mix of things. I do have some decals I might be able to try and put on, but we'll just have to see how that goes. So, oh shit. Anyway, well, so that's it for today. So this is part 3 of the Vincent Black Shadow. I'm just doing a really lousy job on it, but I am going to keep, you know, I'll probably still got another 2 days to fucking around with this model, just trying to get the last of the bits on and re-gluing and just hope everything sticks and stays, and basically it goes on the bottom shelf of the fucking model statue, because this is probably one of the worst kits, apart from a couple of the Mack trucks I built, which are AMT or PMC models, which I made videos of those like years ago, and I've actually had people come back years later that said they tried to build the exact same kit and it was nothing but a complete disaster. The instructions were totally shit. So I had a couple of Mack trucks I built that were just terrible, like just fucking nothing went together properly, and I had a few people that watched those videos that actually left comments on those truck videos saying, yeah, these were just terrible. I had a Kenworth as well. I can't remember who that was by. That was the same thing, just nothing lined up. None of the parts went where they're supposed to go, and it was another nightmare. And quite a few people have also mentioned on those models they've had exactly the same experience where, fucking, that was just one of the worst kits I've come across. So I'm not completely blaming the kit. I mean, this is a kit from 1992. Wazza got it when he was got it in '94 for his birthday. Wazza, mate, I'm really sorry I haven't done your kit justice, but I have given it a good red hot go, but definitely way out of my fucking league and way over my head as far as skill level. But I am going to persevere with it. I am going to try and get it finished. So anyway, well, like I said, I'm really excited about getting this one. I'm really excited about putting this one together. It's big, it's chunky, and hopefully it'll only take me a few days to knock that one up. And just really looking forward. Practically nothing to paint except for the petrol tank and the seat. Not a lot of paint to go on there, and just get myself back into it and try and get my eye into it. But like I said, everything on this one has been built literally under this magnifying glass. Everything under there has been built. I don't know how that even looks. Everything's been built under that. There we go. Everything's been built underneath that magnifying glass. And the worst part I found is every time I'd pick the model up to move something around, something would fall off, something would break, and I'd just struggle, or I'd glue parts on, come back 2 days later, and then I'd move the model, and those parts, they just fucking fall off. So anyway, well, it's been a very frustrating model. I'm getting towards the end of it. Certainly not been a happy fucking build, that's for sure. But like I said, you know, a good model builder doesn't blame his tool or his kit. I've got a lot to learn, and I think, yeah, my eyesight's got a lot to do with it. But yeah, just my hands, big hands and clumsy, just, yeah, it was a bastard. So anyway, well, looking forward to the next kit. So anyway, well, stay safe, keep your knees in the breeze, and I will catch you later. Bye.